This is the most luxurious car that Infiniti has ever made. It is the 2025 Infiniti QX80. My name's Dylan. I'm with AutoLab Media here at the New York International Auto Show. And let's take a first look at this brand new full-size SUV from Infiniti. Right off the bat, you can tell that this is inspired by the QX monograph concept vehicle that we've seen before. Up front, you've got the enormous grille that is inspired by a bamboo forest, and that inspiration carries on throughout the entire vehicle. Inside, on the welcome lights, all of that stuff. You've also got the new Infiniti logo, which is more refined and three-dimensional, as well as all your safety stuff, parking sensors, radar, all of that, cameras. The LED lights for the daytime running lights are much thinner, much narrower, and in my opinion look a lot better because they're sleeker. LED lights right there and vents on the bottom. Overall, it's a very sleek design, looks aerodynamic, looks very modern, futuristic, and I'm all here for it. I mean, it's got to be one of the prettiest vehicles that Infiniti has made in a very long time, and it's probably the only Infiniti that I would own personally. Another big change is right in here. So let's take a look under the hood. This is a model of the 3-liter twin turbocharged V6 that they put into this. As opposed to last year's V8 that was naturally aspirated, this produces 450 horsepower as opposed to just 400 horsepower, which means it's not only saving gas, but it's giving more power as well. Down here, you've got the new 22-inch rims, which are kind of a gunmetal finish with flakes on the inside and the three-dimensional Infiniti logo there as well, which I think looks great. You've got running boards down here and door handles that come out of the vehicle. That's for aerodynamics. So you've also got your parking your unlock right there. And something that I mentioned on the Mazda CX-90 video that I really like is the straight down design. Not too many body lines here in the middle. This also has that, and I enjoy that a lot. Over here, you've got the AutoGraph emblem there because this is the AutoGraph trim level, one of their higher trim models, their highest actually. Back here is all new too. You've got LED light strip that is separated by these silver accent pieces through there, which I think that looks gorgeous. Reverse lights and turn signals there, and right here a button that opens up the tailgate. Opens pretty quickly, that's always convenient. Here you've got buttons that not only put down the third row, but also put down the second row, like that. Just like that. More storage here as well, and a button here that lifts and lowers this right here. One of the main things I want to talk about is the interior of this vehicle, because Infiniti is very, very adamant about the fact that the luxury doesn't stop in the front row. It continues all the way to the back for every single passenger. Everyone can feel the same luxury that the driver does. So let's throw in there. I am now sitting inside probably one of the most luxurious vehicles that I've seen come out of Infiniti, Nissan, Acura, Lexus, any of them. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. In here, you've got the lines here that are supposed to represent that bamboo forest that they were talking about. You've got plenty of storage down in here with a cool box as well. So when that's activated, you can put your drinks in here and cool down your favorite refreshment. Mine would be stuffed with a whole bunch of Coca-Colas. In here, cup holders. In here, you've got 2 USB-C ports as well as your wireless charger. Moving up down here, you've got a button that turns on your cameras, right? 360-degree cameras. You've got a button that also raises and lowers the vehicle automatically. And there's another way to do that, actually, if you come down here. This button right here raises and lowers the vehicle automatically. And like I said, there's a way to choose the mode. So raise it manually, lower it manually. You've got your drive selectors right here, hazard button, piano black all in here. And then this screen handles just your climate control as well as your drive modes. Right here, that's what I was talking about with raising and lowering the car. You've got park access, which brings it down as low as possible. And then you can raise it right there. You've got your 4-wheel drive settings, so you've got all-wheel drive auto or 4 high. So this is a legitimate 4-wheel drive car. Different drive modes as well, so you can set it to nature, racetrack, caravan, or Alaska. And then here you've got your climate controls. Heated and ventilated seats in the rear, right there, as well as different climate controls for the rear. Only one zone back there, right? So it's not dual zone for either side, but that's okay. Up front, you've got heated and ventilation for both sides, as well as a heated steering wheel and dual zone climate, as well as various modes for your seats, your climate control, and all of that stuff. When you come up here to the screen, you can switch through your cameras as well as a 3D view like that. That is amazing. This infotainment in general is actually very easy to use. You've got Google Assistant built in as well as Google Maps. And for those of you that know me, I am big on Google Maps. I think anything else is just bad. You've got Amazon Alexa as well, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, which are wireless, Spotify, and YouTube Music, and TuneIn Radio, which no one uses. In here, Bluetooth settings, obviously very big screen, and Apple CarPlay is widescreen too, so is Android Auto. 14.3-inch screens on both the infotainment and the digital gauge cluster, which the UI on here is also very easy and simple to use. You've got a lot of customization, lots of stuff that you can look at. Navigation comes up on here. Your miles per hour is a little small, honestly, in my opinion. I'd rather have that a little bigger. I feel like that's safer. But right there, talking about ProPilot Assist, you've got the latest version of ProPilot Assist in this car, which will help with another step towards autonomous driving and obviously safety. When you talk about the design in here though, you've got this kind of matte finish here going onto a piano black into the Infiniti logo, leather here, which is dual tone. So you've got black and red here. Moving upwards, you've got suede up on the top, right next to your panoramic sunroof. A camera here, actually, for the interior dash cam. If you want to come back down here, you can see us right there. Hello, say hi, Matt.
Hello.
Right here, you can also take a photo, record an event from the front, rear, or the interior. Back up here, you've got the mirror that is also a camera, so you can switch it between a mirror and the camera. We have a little bit of B-roll with that. Sunglass visor here, panoramic sunroof like I mentioned before. Over here towards the steering wheel, very, very soft leather finish on the horn here, as well as the steering wheel itself. It's nice and thick, not too thin, so I feel like driving a heavy vehicle like this, you want it to be thicker, you want to feel more in control and more stable. This right here, this metal piece, I think is very nice, but look at those lines. That bamboo forest that they've been talking about is right there again. Soft touch buttons all through here, and this rocker here is actually diagonal because that is where your thumb naturally sits. Diagonal, ignore my janky ass looking thumb. LiDAR right there to detect driver attention, as well as paddle shifters, automatic high beams, automatic headlights, automatic wipers, the lot. Seats are super comfortable, right? Quilted leather with perforations for the ventilation, and it is so many stages. You can see, yeah, right in the back there. You've got these rests here that come in and out, as well as lumbar support that goes up and down, in and out, all that sorts of stuff, and wood grain here on the door with the lines for the bamboo forest, like I've been saying. I mean, that design language keeps going through, and it looks fantastic in my opinion. But I think we should head to the back, because that is very much where you see that the luxury is everywhere, not just up front. Look, I can hear it right here. It's crazy. So what you just saw was an audio demo from Infiniti on the 24 speaker Klipsch audio system. A few things with that actually. Before we move on to the back, I know I told you guys we would do that. You've got speakers here in the headrest, okay? Infiniti has made amazing use of that. Essentially, with this 24 speaker system, let's say you're blasting music, okay? And you've got navigation. In a normal car, the music will lower so that the navigation can tell you where to go, right? It can be pretty annoying for a driver, especially one that wants to listen to music when they're driving. But let's say in this car, you've got navigation going and you get a phone call, you get navigation, and you've got your music playing. Right here will be the only thing that plays the navigation. It'll be the only thing that plays the phone call, and only the driver will hear it. It's actually damn near impossible for the rest of the passengers to hear it. It'll also filter out the music. So if you're getting a phone call here, everyone else is blasting music, enjoying the road trip, right? The person on the other side of the phone call won't hear your music at all, which it uses an algorithm to do that. Very similar to the technology in phones when you are playing something from your phone speaker and on a phone call, most of the time they don't hear that. It's the same situation there. Anyway, let's go on to the back. Back here, you've got equally as comfortable seats as you do up front because, like I said, luxury for all of the passengers. Heated and ventilated seats, one zone climate, dual USB-C ports, cup holders right here, and a screen right here that does your seat adjustment, your heated and ventilated settings, climate, and massaging seats in the rear. That I forgot to mention, it's also massaging seats in the front. So 4 passengers in this car can have their butts massaged all at the same time. Back there, I'm not gonna hop back there, but it is plenty of room for an adult of my size. Then again, I'm not the tallest person, so someone that's maybe 6 foot or taller might have a problem with headroom, but not likely to have a problem with knee room, because as much knee room as I have here, I can still fit back there just fine, enough for a long road trip. Here you've got storage for the center passengers, as well as dual USB-C ports, and the suede continues up top as well, all the way throughout the car. Like I said, this has got to be one of the most luxurious cars I've ever sat in. It's comfortable, it's nice, it looks good, it's got features like crazy. Massaging seats in the rear, I mean, this is damn near close to a Bentley. This has been an AutoLab first look of the Infiniti QX80. Like I said, very luxurious vehicle coming from Infiniti. Let us know what you think in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for all of our New York International content.